Do you know why some people succeed and others don't? It is not talent. It is not luck. It is one simple thing. That is action. And laziness is the biggest enemy of action. No one will push you forever. You have to push yourself. In the beginning, maybe your parents, teachers, or even your friends will remind you to work hard, to wake up early, to take action, but how long will they do it? Maybe a day? Maybe a month? A year? Eventually they will stop it. Not because they don't care, but because they know the truth. No one can build your life for you. If you wait for someone to wake up you, to push you, to keep you accountable, then you are already losing. Because the ones who win are the ones who don't need to be reminded. They wake up every morning knowing that no one is going to come and save them. No one is going to fight their battles. No one is going to drag them to the success. Think about this. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you waited for the perfect moment to take action? And what happened? Nothing. Because you were waiting for the motivation. But let me tell you something. Motivation is on a real level. It comes and goes. Some days you will feel inspired, other days you don't. But discipline matters. Discipline is always there in the place of success. And that is the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck in the same place. The truth is, success is not about how talented you are. It is not about how lucky you are. It is about how disciplined you are. You see, lazy people dream, but disciplined people act. Lazy people make excuses, but disciplined people find a why. Lazy people blame circumstances, but disciplined people create opportunities. And the hardest part is the beginning. Because in the beginning, you will feel uncomfortable. Wake up early will feel painful. Working when no one is watching will feel pointless. Taking action when you don't see immediate results will feel useless. But this is the first. This is the fact. This is the test. This is the moment where most people quiet. And this is the moment where you must not to stop. Imagine this. You have a goal. You have a big dream. Something you want to badly, but the only thing standing between you and a dream is your laziness. Think about that for a second. It is the economy? No. It is not your background. It is not other people. It is you, your own habits, your own abilities, your own skills, your own willingness to change. Your own choices. The decision to stay in the bed instead of getting up. The decision to scroll your phone instead of working on yourself. The decision to wait instead of start. And that is what separates successful people from everyone else. They understand that no one is coming to wake them up. No one is coming to tell them to work harder. No one is coming to force them to learn new skills. They have to do it themselves. Everyone, even on days when they don't feel like it, especially on those days, you have to understand that discipline is painful. You have to understand it is uncomfortable, it is hard. But do you know what is even more painful? Regret. Waking up 10 years from now and realize that you could have done more, but you choose comfort over effort. You choose laziness over action. That's the difference. You choose short-term pleasure over long-term success. So, ask yourself today, do you want comfort now or success later? Because you can't have both. The choice is yours, and no one will make it for you. So, imagine this. You have a dream, a big one. You can see it so clearly in your mind. You tell yourself, one day I will do it. One day I will start it. But days pass. Weeks turn into months. And that dream, it stays exactly where it was in your mind. This is where most people fail. Not because they lack talent, not because they don't have opportunities, because they wait. Because they wait for the perfect moment, because they wait for the right mood, the right motivation. They wait for everything to see, to feel just right before they take the first step. And in that waiting, they will lose time. They will lose their momentum. They will slowly, without even realizing it, they lose their dream. You see, dreams are powerful. They can move mountains, change lives, create history, but dreams without actions, they are nothing more than fantasies. They give you temporary excitement, a rush of inspiration, but they will never bring results until you move. And here's the truth. Big dreams mean nothing if you don't take small steps, small actions, small passions. Think about it. No one becomes successful overnight. No one wakes up one day and suddenly has everything figured out. Every great achievement in this world started with a single step. One decision, one action, one moment of courage. But most people ignore the small steps. We are one of those people. They want big results and they want them fast. They want success, but they don't want the process. They admire great people, but they don't want to go through what those people went through. And when they see how hard the journey is, they stop before they even start the journey. Let me tell you something. The journey will always be hard. It will be always slow in the beginning. You will have doubts. You will have days when you feel like giving up. But that is when you need to remember small steps matter. The smallest action today is worth more than the biggest idea that never happens. Take one step, just one. Learn something now today. Make one small change. Improve by just 1%. Wake up a little earlier. Read one more page. Make one more call. Work a little harder than you did yesterday. And here's the secret. When you take small steps, something amazing happens. You build momentum. And momentum is powerful. The more you move, the easier it gets. The more you push, the stronger you become. The more you push, the stronger you become. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just take the first step. But most people don't do this. They overthink. They tell themselves, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? And they start to kill action. They kill potential. And worst of all, they kill their time. The one thing you will never get back is time. You cannot afford to waste time. Every second you spend waiting is a second you could have spent building. Every minute you hesitate is a minute someone is using to move forward. So, ask yourself, do you want to be the person who talks about success, or do you want to be the person who actually achieves it? Because the only way to reach your dreams is to start by tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, right now. No more waiting is no more excuses. Take the first step today. Time is the most valuable thing you have. Not money, not connection, not even talent. Time. Because time is the only thing you can never get back. Once it is gone, it is gone forever. And yet, so many people waste it in thinking they have enough of it. Thinking they can always start tomorrow. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is just an excuse to stay comfortable today. Look around. The world is fast moving. Something, somewhere is working harder than you right now. Someone is learning a new skill, making new connections, taking risks, but in the house, putting in the house. While you sit and wait for the perfect moment, they are out there, creating their future. And one day, when you finally decide to start, you will realize you are already too far behind them. The opportunities you had are gone. The people who could have helped you have moved on. The doors that were open are now closed. And what will you do to them? Will you blame the world? Will you blame bad luck? Deep down, you will know the truth. You will know that you had time. You just wasted it. You traded your future for a little comfort. You traded for a little distraction. You traded your future for a meaningless moment that give you nothing in return. Time is virtual. It doesn't care how smart you are, how talented you are, how big your dreams are. It only listens to action. It only rewards those who use it wisely. If you respect time, time will work for you. If you waste it, time will destroy you. Think about the people who inspired you. The ones who have made it. The ones who you admire. Do you think they had more time than you? No. They had the same 24 hours like you. The same struggles, the same conditions, the same fears. The only difference, they don't waste it. They don't let procrastination win. They don't sit around waiting for motivation, waiting for perfect condition, waiting for motivation to magically appear it. They build it up. They showed up. They put in the work, even when times when they didn't feel like it. And that is the truth nobody wants to hear. Success isn't about luck. It is about using your time wisely. It is about making choices every single day. To be better, to work harder, to push forward no matter what. Because life doesn't stop. The clock doesn't pause. Every second that passes is a second you will never get back. Let that sink in. Right now, as you read this, time is slipping away. Tick, tick, tick. Another second is gone. Another chance lost. How many more will you let go before you finally decide to take control? You didn't need more motivation. You don't need a sign. You don't need inspiration. This is your sign right here, right now. Get up. Use your time wisely. Make something happen. Because if you don't, one day you will look back and wish you had. And regret. Regret is a pain far worse than failure. The choice is yours. Waste time or use it wisely. Stay the same or grow with it. Be average or be great. But don't say you don't have time. You had it. You just didn't use it wisely. Passion is the fire inside you. Hard work is the fuel that keeps passion burning. But most people never truly understand how powerful the two forces are when combined. They dream, they wish, they hope, but they never take the step that transforms ideas into reality. They wait for the right time, the perfect opportunity, the motivation that never arrives, and so their passion fades, their fire wakens, and their potential is lost to the silence of hesitation. Do you know what separates those who succeed from those who don't? It is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not even talent. It is how hard they are willing to work for what they want. It is how much they are willing to endure. It is the ability to keep going even when they don't feel like it. Even when no one is watching. Even when everything inside them says, take a break, rest, you have done enough. No, you haven't done enough. You haven't even started. People say, I want to be successful, but when you ask them, What are you doing now? They have no answers. They tell you about their dreams but not about their efforts. They tell you about their struggles but not about their persistence. They tell you about their failures but not about how they got up again. Hard work is what filters out the dreamers from the doors. Everyone has passion in the beginning. It is easy to be excited when you start. It is easy to work hard when everything is fresh and new. But what happens when it gets difficult? What happens when the excitement fades? When progress is slow, when obstacles appear, that is where most people stop. That is where the weak give up. But the ones who pull forward, the ones who wake up at 11 o'clock while the world is sleeping, the ones who work when they don't feel like it, the ones who study, train, practice and elbow every single day, those are the ones who rise. You cannot succeed without hard work. There is no shortcut. There is no secret formula. No easy way. The only way is through relentless effort. Through showing up day after day. Through doing the things no one else is willing to do. That is what sets you apart. That is what makes you different. That is what makes you unstoppable. Look around. There are millions of people just like you. People with ideas but no action. People with dreams, people with goals. But do you know why only a few make it happen? Because only a few are willing to pay the price. The price of discipline, the price of sacrifice, the price of patience, the price of working harder, and the price of waking up early than anyone else. Most people quit when it gets tough. They will say it is too hard. It is not meant for me. And that is why they will stay exactly where they are. That is why they will never see their dreams turn into reality. That is why they will always wonder, what if I had tried harder? Don't be one of them, please. You were not born to be a bridge. You were not born to settle for less. You were not born to live a life of regrets, to look back and wish you had done more. So get up. Wake up early. Work harder than you ever have. Push through the pain. Push through the spleen. Push through exhaustion. Push through every voice in your head that tells you to stop. Because one day when you look back, you will realize that every sacrifice was worth it. Every sleepless night, every long day, every extra effort, it was all worth. And in that moment, you will understand that passion and hard work are not just words. They are the difference between success and failure. And they are the difference between those who dream and those who achieve it. Passion is the fire that burns inside you. It is the energy that keeps you awake at night, thinking about your dreams, your goals, and everything you want to chase. But passion alone is not enough. Passion without hard work is like a car without fuel, full of potential but going nowhere. Hard work is what takes the passion and turns it into success. Hard work is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do you think they were born with something special? No. They just refuse to let laziness win. They wake up every day with passion, with a mission, with a fire inside them that said, I will not stop until I make it. They worked when others were sleeping. They kept going when others gave up. They stayed focused when others got distracted. There are moments when you will feel tired. You will feel like giving up. Your body will say enough. Your mind will tell you, rest a little. Take it easy. You deserve a break. And that is the moment when you have to fight the hardest, because in that moment a battle is happening inside you. One side is your future and your dreams and your success, and the other side is comfort, excuse, laziness, and you must decide who wins. Many people start something with excitement, but when things get tough, they quit. They say, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should try something else. No, nothing great comes easy. If you give up everything, every time it gets hard, you will never reach the top. The road to success is not straight. It is full of obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. But the only way to win is to keep working. To keep pushing forward no matter how hard it gets. Hard work is painful. It demands sacrifice. It demands discipline. It demands that you wake up earlier than others. It demands that you keep learning when others stop. It demands that you take risks when others play it safe. It demands that you stay focused when distractions surround you. And most people are not willing to do that. That is why they stay average. That is why they remain stuck in the same place year after year, wondering why nothing is changing. But if you choose to work harder than everyone else, if you choose to put in the extra hours, the extra effort, the extra learning, the extra techniques, then you will rise above. That is the secret of success. You will become the kind of person that others look up to. The kind of person that others respect. Not because you are lucky, but because you earned it. There will be days when you feel like nothing is working. Days when you put in so much effort but see no results. Those are the days that test you. Those are the days that separate the strong from the weak. The weak stop. The weak say, maybe I should try something else. But the strong say, I will keep going. I will trust the process. I will not let my hard work go to waste. And then, one day, something happens miracle. Something happens amazing. Results start coming. People start noticing. The opportunity you once dreamed of start knocking on your doors. Not because of luck, not because of shortcuts, but because of all the hours, all the efforts, all the discipline, all the sleepless nights, and all the time to push yourself when no one else was watching you. That is the power of passion and hard work. It is not about being the smartest.